Hey, it's me again. Hey, this is to my 5 people who like look at things, maybe like, see what's going on. Glad you guys went to convocation. That was great. The wolf pack. But just a few things to think about for Apush. Apush 1.5 is coming on Tuesday. Here's some things to just kind of think about to wrap up the week. What's going on here? First thing is change and continuity. Change and continuity. Like, well, what kind of changes? Well, as we just said here, you got the French and Indian War. French and Indian War, like it went on here. What changed for the colonists? They're like, let me think here. Can we move? Why are you guys? We're just as good as like the British as far as like fighting. We're also like kind of more American than English as we're discovering. But then the British come in like again, with some like, hey, we need to get our money back. We need to like enforce the laws. We need to also kind of restrict your migration because we already had Pike's Rebellion, 1763, almost before the French and Indian War ended. So things are changing. What's continuous in a way? It's always that sectionalism. Albany Planning Union fails, and that's something that you need to know about for sure. All right. Please think about big picture, some things that you probably don't think about. And this is the one I really want you to know. French and Indian War leads to the American Revolution. Okay, I'm not going to disagree with that. Think about the War of 1812. You're like, Mr. Price, that's about 2 weeks from now. Only to remember about the War of 1812 is impressment like that. And they burned down the White House, or it wasn't the White House then until they burned it down and repainted it. All right. So please think about how that relates, because really that Ohio River Valley, all the Indians, the Miami, the Shawnee, like the Ojibwe, all those people right there are going to be like in the midst of like territorial disputes. And it really comes ahead in the War of 1812. So I just want you to think a little bit ahead about that. I'm going to make sure it's 5 minutes here because for my 5 people that listen to me. All right. Things that I want you to think about too as well is that there are connections and things that you can put things together. If you want to write these down, Bacon's Rebellion, Paxton Boys, Regulator Movement, even Shays, if I can get this here, and Whiskey Rebellion coming up in 1787, like again, and also like in 1795 here. So you want to like really think about what are the commonalities of those two. That's what you got to think. I'm begging you guys, please, bam, that you have to like make those connections about like these backcountry people really worried about taxes, worried about Indian incursion, what's going to protect me, what's going to be secure. Well, I'm just trying to make a living. I'm just trying to be an American. I just want an opportunity here. So I just want to that's what everybody wants to provide for their family. All right. Things you don't forget. Like again, don't forget the Great Awakening, deism, and enlightenment. Don't forget those things. Like if you want to write them down again, that's all right. If you see this, for my 5 people, look at this and just say, oh, Mr. Price always wants to keep this in the back of my mind. Bam. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, this is kind of the bonus if you hear it. Never forget mercantilism and salutary neglect. Never forget that. It's going to be on the test in some shape or form. And I saw stupid Washington. You need to know causations. Causations of the French and Indian War. The integration of the Atlantic world, source of wealth, source of maybe Northwest Passage, and Washington being like like again, going into the Ohio Valley by Governor Dinwiddie, sending you in there, and he didn't know what really was going on. It's a spark for the French and Indian War. Coming up on time, Tuesday. This is what I really want you to think about. Think about the acts that happen. You guys learned this since first grade, but what are the reaction? What are people doing? What are people like John Dickerson doing? What is people like Patrick Henry doing? People that you usually don't hear about. What is the Continental Congress? What is the timeline of that? What is the committees of correspondence? What is the Virginia Resolves? What is the Suffolk Resolves? Those things, again, that you guys need to know of besides the Declaration of Independence. You've got that down. You've already got a lot of stuff down, but you need to know the Gaspé Affair. What happened with that? What about the Quebec that? Things that you guys... You've got a good base knowledge, but build upon that because that's what you need to know. What are the reactions for that? And definitely know about this. What is this conflict between the Tory and the Loyalists? Dang, sorry, I can't talk. Sorry. Versus colonial and patriot. What is that? Coming up on 5 minutes. I'm sorry, I got to go because my 5 listeners are already probably bored. All right, see you.